I will think of some amazing trap ideas. No matter what, I'll make Keiichi-san do them for these punishment games. Sis, promise to call me for your next club session. We'll rally the combined might of the Sonozaki sisters and win a complete and total victory. No day would be more of a nuisance than the one the Sonozaki sisters join forces. We'll have to get Ueshi involved too. What was it? A punishment game where you make Rina eat yogurt? Oh, and it's boring how Satoshi-kun has been missing from all this. Now that we're on the subject, if we get Satoshi and... Oh my god. He is still in a coma. How is that possible? He is in a coma. Your rookie mistake midway, yeah. Okay, so it actually wasn't a dream and it actually did happen. I think it was so she could sever any lingering attachments to it. In the story, I said a few things about having regrets for the choices you didn't pick. I think that either world would have been the real one, depending on what Rika chose. If she'd chosen the other one, maybe her original world may have been the dream. It might have all been a hallucination I saw when Satoko hit me with the ball and knocked me out. The scenario wanted Rika-chan to make a choice, so it made things tough for her. But after all that, maybe a coin flip would have been easier for her to handle. Like I said during the story, I think that would have meant running away from the choice. Whatever choice you make, if you make it for yourself, you can be okay with it. But if you didn't make the choice yourself, you'd have a reason to keep complaining forever. Yeah, you have a choice to make before you even make the choice, whether to choose or not. With some choices, there's just no way to pick one option. That was probably the theme of Higurashi's the distress that can cause. That was really a cruel tale. It made me out to be a cold person, and Rika hit me with a chair. It added insult to injury. That doesn't matter. This old man barely had any scenes. But I guess it's okay. I had a huge role during Matsuri Bayashi to make up for it. I showed up a lot in both of them, so I'm nice and full. You appeared pretty often in Ray. You didn't show up until later, though, so perhaps it was alright. Come to think of it, Higurashi was all about me, and the story was a tiny bit lovey-dovey. Yeah, actually, the way your cute mode sends you on a rampage reminded me of how I saw you way back at the beginning of Higurashi. Oh yeah, was it Psycho Reno? Because of the drug? This is just my impression after reading the story, but sis, you have to start pulling it together a little more, or she'll outdo you. Rina-san is way more aggressive than we thought. Wait, why is everyone taking pity on me? Huh? Why? Not telling. Anyway, Higurashi was a story based on motifs from the Higurashi Daybreak world, the fighting action game released by Twilight Frontier. I'll have to look into that. If you're interested after reading Higurashi, please go give that game a try. Which tag team will get their hands on the love-creating Magatama of Furazu? Aside from me and Ria being on one team, there are plenty of storylines to experience, so give it a look. Shameless plug. Hey, Shion-san. Come to think of it, Higurashi had different background music than usual, didn't it? Good on you for keeping an ear out, Satoko. You're right. In Higurashi, in order to give it more of a Daybreak feel, we borrowed several pieces actually used in Daybreak, composed by Twilight Frontier's composer. You too, San. With different music than usual, our normal escapades felt very different. Of course, this is a sound novel, so the sound is important. The word sound takes up an entire half of the term sound novel, after all. Yeah, music has immeasurable effects and can make scenes more exciting. Thank you so much to all the composers who contributed to Higurashi. If you can, we would very much like your help again on Umineko. Okay, so this just straight up says that's next. Oh. I've seen that name crop up on the blog on the Circle's homepage. Umineko, When They Cry, right? The name feels like a meme now, but that's really the new game coming out, isn't it? Well, the name is still provisional, but in Ryokishi 7-san's words, it's set in stone. Tentatively. A lot of Higurashi sounds were used all through Higurashi, so with Umineko, does that mean a lot of seagulls will be crying? What? What sound did seagulls make again? Squawk, squawk? It'll apparently take place on an island. And with the words island and ocean in mind, seagulls come up as the natural animal you'd hear make noise in the background. What? They decided the title based on something so minor? Anyway, wouldn't it be more difficult if you didn't have a temporary title? You have to put together stuff like this beforehand, or you'll be in trouble later. He says it's only a tentative title, and if he comes up with something way cooler, he'll change it. Though I think it's probably already settled. I wonder what that story will be about. It has the same When They Cry in the title, after all. I wonder if there will be more strange crimes with people dying. Well, there's only 3 on Steam, so it won't last nearly as long in terms of, like, hours, I think, maybe. Who knows? I don't think there's any doubt about that. And I don't know who's going to be the main character, but they'll have it rough. In any case, if you had to choose a main character from the Circle, you might want to give it some serious thought first. He said something about it inheriting the blood of Higurashi When They Cry, but still wanting to aim for a different kind of world. I don't really understand what he's talking about. Ryokishi 7-san said he'd start working on the plot for real after making the master copy of Rei. I bet he's gotten all sorts of unpublished writings together already. Look forward to Summer Comiket. Oh, this is just straight up old. Well, I'm not surprised. Look forward to Summer Comiket 2007. Nipa! Well, this was certainly one high and mighty next episode preview. Judging by how there aren't even any screenshots of it yet, he might have meant it when he said he'd start working on it for real after finishing Rei. Now. Next year's Summer Comiket is still 8 months away. We just have to relax and wait. Please, keep checking the Circle's development blog for progress. That does it for our PR announcements. Is that it? Nope. How did you like Higurashi When They Cry, Rei? We hope you enjoyed it. This volume was called Rei, meaning gratitude, because we wanted to thank all of those who enjoyed Higurashi and supported us. If you enjoyed it, then we couldn't possibly be happier. Right when we thought we wouldn't be showing up anymore after Matsuri Bayashi 2, we had a ton of fun appearing like this. Our Higurashi world antics are still a blast. Yeah. Maybe Higurashi's most interesting facet was having all kinds of stories. Happy ones, angry ones, sad ones, and fun ones. And Saikoroshi and Hirokawashi both fit right in. I had a lot of fun appearing in all sorts of different ways. I still haven't shown up enough. Is this the last time we'll be appearing? Ryokishi 7 was thinking he wouldn't write any more Higurashi from now on, but he had a lot of fun writing these stories, so he might have changed his mind a little. He said he'd still like to write a few more things if he has time. Oh ho ho ho! And that is how it should be. I want him to write a lot more about how amazing I am. Our appearances, or rather Higurashi when they cry, isn't over yet. Oh, okay. Well, I remember reading on the reviews that the last one I saw on Steam felt like it was just padding. So, yep. There's no such thing as an ending. We're still living, and we'll have all kinds of experiences after this, and have many more capers. Yeah, as long as we're in Hinamizawa, there's no weird stuff. There's no way weird stuff won't happen. Cuckoo. That goes for more than just our club activities. There might be more horrific tragedies, too. I'd very much like you to be in those tragedies, sis. Oh, also, apart from the one visual novel I mentioned, they did have the anime, I think. I don't remember if it happened shortly after this or during this. And then they had a, air quotes, reboot anime that happened not far too long ago, I think. But I want to be in a romance with Satoshi-kun. That's right, we still haven't had a story when Nini comes back. You're right. Oh, okay, here he is. I'd like it if there was a story where I had something real to do. That's right. I want to show up doing a lot more cool things too. Whatever. What about Jirao Tomotake's Storm Cloud chapter? You are never as... What are you talking about? Hee hee. Wouldn't a story depicting our adult relationship be a little too stimulating for all the good boys and girls? How about we bring them a story about my splendid younger years to set an example for the youngsters? Nah, you had one. I'd be more interested in your days as a kid, Uishi-san. And I'd like to see a story about my own mahjong days. Okay. Sheesh, it's all over the moment you start rambling on about your younger days. Oh, that's, their mother. That's, the Sonozaki twins' mother. I don't care about my days as a greenhorn. I want it to be the main character. I want to be the main character and have a major role. Don't you? And the bodyguard. You jest. Flashy roles? No thank you. What about you, Chie-sensei? You're young, so I'm sure you want a more important role. If someone gave me the chance, if someone gave me the chance, maybe I would. But if I was the protagonist, well, I think they'd have to change the title. What about you, Iris-sensei? Would you like to be the one? Who, me? Well, of course. If someone called on me to do it, I'd take on the role. Everyone born in this world wants to be a main character, at least once. What about you, Oko Nogi-san? You were very powerful, so I'm sure you want to be in the spotlight. Oh yeah, the guy that was part of the... that was the head of the Mountain Dogs. Ah! I'm fine with my role as villain, yeah. If I had the chance, I'd like to make even more of a mess of things. Me too. I'm fine being a villain, but I just want to show up again. It's only because we're such great villains that the main characters look so good. I've had enough of being the villain. A good guy role would be nice for the next time. The uncle... I think she was supposed to be the aunt? I don't remember. I know it was just an act, but bullying little girls doesn't suit me. Right, Satoko? I hope we're good pals in the next story. Oh, being on good terms with you, Teppei-san, would make the story a bit embarrassing for me. Even them getting along in just the after party feels very, very odd. But everyone here got to put on a performance together, so it was really fun. I hope we all have the chance to perform again together. Of course we will. If we all wish for it, we're sure to meet again. They also have the... I want to say PSP game. Or was it mobile? That was only Japan. I think it was a gacha game, but I don't recall exactly. After all, the main story is already over. And in extra stories, anything goes. I can't wait to see what kind of nonsensical stories we'll be called in for next time. And maybe 7th expansion will finally break into adult stories. But if Satoshi-kun really insisted, I might not be able to refuse. Oh no. Satoshi-kun. I'd like a story that both adults and children can enjoy. That's right. Shion-san should keep her unclean stories with Nini inside her head. Of course you would say that. Ow. Me. If it's okay to dream, then I would like a very charming little story where I've grown up and have a nice body. I want a story where everyone respects me more. Oh my god! You should all be worshipping me. Nobody's had enough yet. I feel like we'll have to meet again in a new story. We're really grateful to everyone for continuing to follow Higurashi When They Cry up until today. On behalf of all the characters appearing in Higurashi, we'd like to extend our thanks. The only reason we made it to this point was because of how much you all supported us. Thank you so much. We are looking forward to meeting again in some odd and special stories. There was one episode of, I forgot what the anime was called, where they showed up as, like, what was it called? I think they were, like, museum figures or something, but they were moving. And they had a fight, but they couldn't actually fight because they were from the same series or some weird crap. I don't remember the exact details. Are you ready, everyone? 1, 2! Thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you for everything you've done for us. Let's meet again. Okay. I think the last one is talking with Ryukishi 7. Okay, okay, there's the after party. Staff room! Oh, please, no. What? No, you're not! You're the guy from the Mountain Dogs! Good work, everyone. I'm Ryukishi 7. Well, we've had nothing but long chapters thus far, so it's nice to have short ones once in a while. The first one in... Okay, the first one in this one was not short. Just confess that it was easier to do the work, Niari. Hello, I'm Yadazakura. And it looks like I won't be getting a paycheck this time. Well, leaving that aside, with Higurashi having come to a close for now, 7th expansion is finally heading towards its next work. I wonder what we should make next. That said, time for an emergency conference on what our next work should be like. You know, it's actually kind of funny Right now, they're actually in the middle of a new one. The Silent Hill game. Meep! Didn't we decide on Umineko when they cry? Hello, I am BT. Nipa! Indeed. I've given it the temporary title. I've given it the temporary title of Umineko and come up with the direction for the story. But is that really what we need? Ryokishi 7 will throw all kinds of ideas, one after another, into a pot in order to make an even more enjoyable work. He'll boil them and stew them together, then leave them overnight, and curry the next day will have to be delicious. That's more like yami nabe than curry, Niari. And sometimes it tastes better when you don't mix anything weird into it, Niari. I don't recall him wearing that. Come on, staying on the defensive will get us nowhere. All interesting stories lead to cooking. Not wrong! Exquisite preparation, a harmony of spices, a secret ingredient beyond imaginings. Elevated to the highest heights, they become a wonderful flavor to move the hearts of men. To do that, we'll research interesting stories from past and present, from east and west, and extract their essences. By bringing them all in, we'll write a spectacular story nobody would have imagined. Meep! I feel like this will lead us astray, but I think it's an interesting direction. How naive, Niari. I know how this will end, Niari. We'll think of all... How naive, Niari. I know how this will end, Niari. We'll think of all sorts of ideas, and then other famous titles will fly out like us. Yeah, fly out of us. Like, this is just... Tsukihime? No. Or, that's fate. Okay, that had to be the word fate, as in the Fate series. Niarin. Then what about this? If we keep mixing interesting essences, we'll arrive at a famous title in the end. So instead, we'll do this. So instead, we'll do the opposite. Throw those famous titles in themselves and mix them up all alchemy-like. I have no idea what you're talking about, Niarin. But in short, you want to rip off a bunch of popular works, mix them up, and maybe come out with something new, Niarin. Curry rice, fruit punch, and strawberry shortcake. Children loved each of them on their own, but if you mix them all up, nobody would eat it. Of course not. Are you sure? Are you perfectly certain of that? Why don't we try? Curry with fruit punch is totally fine with me. Wild alchemy results in numerous chemical discoveries. Even if we get nothing out of it, we might learn something from the process. It is our mission as 7th to shamelessly test it all. It's exciting. It's what we were meant for. There's a water fountain next to you, so I'll wash out your mouth with mud. Say what? If I ate curry mixed with shortcake, I'd want to wash out... If I ate curry mixed with shortcake, I'd want to wash out my mouth too, Niarin. But I figured out what you're trying to say, Niarin. Niarin? It's good that you understand. With that, we'll go to a recent popular... No, wait. Popularity doesn't matter. We'll all say what titles we're into recently, then throw them into the pot and boil them all up. Alright. First must be you, BT-san. Me. It's very difficult for it's very difficult for me to pick out one of them, but I'll go with the safe choice and suggest Zen Maiden. Okay, I am curious. Okay, so Rosin Maiden. And the other one, let's see if I can find it. Oh my goodness, I can't seem to find it. Okay, ah, here we go. Hime. No. No. The only thing that's popping up is Koihime. And I don't think it's that. You know, let's put down 2007. No. 8 months. 2000. Okay, when was... Okay, so it was in August. Means this was 2006 at the latest. Yeah, that's the only thing that seems to pop up is Kohimi, which is kind of a baseball game? Whatever. But Rosin Maiden is that one. A heaping helping of Sundeer heroines. It's just what this age needs right now, Nyarin. No, that isn't all. It's originality, having a hikikomori protagonist in the modern world where the problem is only whispered about. It's novelty, having a figure itself. In the age of figure moe, be the heroine. And yet, it still has the gold-paved high road Japanese boys can't help but yearn for. A lover appearing without them doing any work. It has the so-called Esper formula firmly in it. With an essence so perfectly aligned with the times, I can see why that alone would make it a huge hit. Yes, it is suitable for the first ingredient in the melting pot of Seventh's next work. The next Yada Zakura-san... then next Yada Zakura-san should take a turn. I have a bad feeling about what he'll say, though. If you want the high road, you can't leave jump stories out of things, Nyari. I have to suggest Sakigake. No, it's not Jujutsu Kaisen. What are we dealing with on this one? No. Okay, so the title is called Sakigake Oto Kojuku. It's a, what's a thing? Oh my goodness. Story. It's about a private school during... Oh. Train students to play an active role in politics. Okay. It's a school setting, I guess. I knew it! The golden age constructed by Jump is also the golden age of battles. Any of us Japanese boys can attest to the fact that the catharsis of battle is engraved in our very genes. All those strong enemies stand in your way every episode, and you, alongside reliable friends, take down one foe after another. Normally, battle stories are weak in having a single protagonist lead the battle. Normally, battle stories are weak in that having a single protagonist leads to the battles turning into that same thing every time. But by increasing the number of protagonists, they overcome that problem with variation. The competition of that battle serialization that lasted for such a long time through different cards and situations each battle, I see. You could call it a culmination of the fighting genre that Shueisha has spent 100 years constructing. The passionate catharsis in its battles spans time and space. Thanks to the golden work called Fate, it has proven its unchanging attractiveness even in the 21st century. Jeez, even in the late 2000s. Rasen and Otojuko. However, Rasen and Okojuko already feel like chlorinated cleaner and acidic cleaner. How naive. Otojuko's characters might be macho, school-uniformed men, and they might be pungent with sweat, but that's merely the outlook of Jump Comics, and only because Hokuto no Ken was in its prime at the time. Nyorin. Yes. Or was it Hokusai? But you get what I mean. It's the series where the most famous line is, "You are already dead." In other words, the essence itself is not in the visuals, but in the catharsis of strings of battles and the myriad of combat situations, and that would never be opposed to Rasen, Nyarin. Yes. A sharp reading, as always, from you, Yatazakura-san Kun. Blech. Apologies. You're correct. In other words, we must elevate the... Alice? Alive? Whatever. Game that... Oh, it's the type of game that appears in Rasen's story as well as Okojuku's fighting game tournament. In other words, the school's principal must be a neat and shut-in. And then the Sundeer heroines appeared uninvited. His action-packed days with those girls is only the opening. Eventually, he'll announce the whatever game out of nowhere. Ass game? So go, 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 go. What? Why would you be... Oh my goodness. Now then, is there anyone who would take on Rosin Maiden's second doll? Kinda... Yeah, I'm not, that knowledgeable on either one. Also, this just bleeds into the last part of this volume. The weird factor. Yeah. Due to constant conflict, ancient China made it an urgent mission to find everyone skilled in military matters that could. To do that, the emperor at the time used cruel trial. Yeah. I think they just went and said, let's just throw something out and hopefully it sticks. And this is what stuck. What stuck. Also, this messenger, according to historical legend, wore a rabbit mask. And in England, Lewis Carroll, having gotten the idea from it. Yeah. If you want to play the violin that much, I'll let you play it for the Enma in Hell. I did it! A stunning turnaround victory for... yeah. Yeah, Please, just end this. Thank you. And that's what the story is going to be like. Meep! I have no idea whether that's a novel idea or a horrendous one. It's novel, but nevertheless, I feel like some other circle has already written something like that. Yes, I'm sure another circle has already thought of this. But we're not done yet. We've only mixed together two things. With a third thing added to the plot, we'll have something horrendously novel. Code word, horrendous. Meep! A dryad spirit could probably do it. We'll be looking forward to your help. Last up is Ryukushi-san. What kind of work will you suggest to us, Nyarin? Mind you, this is from, like, 2006 and before, so anything, like, after that is, like, not worth mentioning. I'm glad you asked. This is the big hitting title Ryokishi 7 will propose. Yes, a super huge title you couldn't possibly remove from the West Hall. The Ultimate King completely dominating Comic-Con's Western Hall right now. Not only does it have a fandom and a user base, but a creative base spread far and deep. So famous that music circles aren't said to be music circles until they make an arrangement CD of it. The title that has filled the entire... Toradora? Wait, I think it... Oh, Tyranno. Nope. No, it's not Toradora. Tyranno Anna. Yeah. Oh, no, that's... No. Wait, what? Hmm? Comic Tora Noana. Right? Okay, yeah. I think that's what it is. You don't mean... Yes, the greatest peak of shooting games, the legend among the Doujin world. The Toho series. Well, you really did pull out the big guns, Yarn. But the Toho series is a shooting game. We can't make shooting games in our circle. Of course, we can't extract the essence of the shooting game genre, but we can more than easily extract the essence of its captivating world. We'll have the kind of jump still encouraging Japanese boys together. Today, Okoshuko added to Rasen Maiden, which stormed the anime world by hitting every one of this generation's needs. And now we have the Doujin world's King of Kings, the Toho series. By combining these three incredible essences, we are sure to get results. It is now our fate to give birth to the ultimate work that will dominate the 21st century. I understand your logic, Nyarin, but what part of the essence do we suck out, Nyarin? Like BT said before, Sanabi said before, we can't make shooting games in our circle, Nyarin. Meep, does Toho's appeal lie outside of the shooting genre? Would it be the unprecedented feeling of a mysterious world? That's another part people love. Indeed, it is a fantasy world where anything goes. Its unique setting, completely different from an extension of the so-called JRPG style worlds that already exist, certainly stand out. After all, it has shrine maidens, maids, blazers, gothic lolitas, sweet lolitas, and even Japanese lolitas in it. Even when they're all in one place, none of it feels unnatural in that world. Zune, I beg of you, make one of the next new bosses wear a school swimsuit. And those outfits, normally impossible, are possible in Gensokyo. In Gensokyo, throwing in other characters is no problem at all. Please, make the next new boss have a school swimsuit. Meep, I understand that Ryo Kishi plays it out of his extremely biased taste. Now I know why he still hasn't unlocked the extra stages. Not with that wicked heart. To sum up what Ryo Kishi wants to say, it's like this, right, Nyarin? We can have all kinds of outfits that suit our taste all appear in one game. Yahoo! Yahoo! Meep, I would think there are other things we can learn from Toho, but for now, Ryo Kishi is referring to when he talks about what to extract. The gods will bow before us, for when these three elements are combined, the new world that results will bend its knee. Now go! Triple god combination! Yeah, I'm not really caring. It's the same thing as before, but they thrown in Toho! What? Oh. Yeah, I don't... What? Rauzen Mei Den ultimate attack. Ah! Oh, please, thank you. It's really funny how, yeah, goes back to normal after she loses Niari. Fun lactic acid bacteria times with Gin-sama in a school swimsuit. I'm bringing her home with me. Should we be leaving our circles next work to someone like this? I'm very concerned. It looks like we should remove Ryokishi from the picture before thinking about Umineko, Nyoran. You heard them, Nipa. I'll make an actual game, so don't worry about anything. Keep an eye out for what we're temporarily calling Umineko when they cry, Nyoran. Well, they end up with that name, regardless. We look forward to your continued support. Nya. We look forward to it. Nippa! In my view, everything went wrong after Ryokishi mixed all those things together. To correct it a little, we'll have Dai-san add something to the mix, Nyaran. If Dai-san adds in something normal, I'm sure our strange Yaminabi will be a little better. Then I'll summon Dai-san. Please don't. Then, Dai-san, it's been a long time. Yes, hello, it's Dai. But really, what have you called me here so suddenly for? Make a suggestion! We want you to suggest a manga or anime that left an impression on you. I see. There are so many to choose from. But what about Dragon Ball? Jeez. Excellent choice, Dai Swan. Let's go with Rasen, Okuzuko, Toho, and Dragon Ball. Oh my god. But first, there was a battleground there. What? I just... you just threw in Higurashi. Please let that die out. Like, right. Oh, good. Was the bloomer bit at the end supposed to be a reference to... Yeah, it was. Launch. I had a vague idea, but it's all vulgar as usual. Nipa. I'm starting to worry about our future. Oh boy. Is our circle really going to be alright? Yes, it will be alright. You might want to give us some time to consider whether or not we should stay together from now on. Please continue supporting our circle in the future, and don't abandon us, Nyoran. Nippa! Okay. And that's the last one, I believe. And that's all the achievements in Higurashi When They Cry Ray, I believe. Yeah, okay. So, I did a quick check. That is the entire thing. So anyways, that is it for Higurashi When They Cry Ray. I will look into Umineko When They Cry. I'm not sure when I'll do it or if I'll do it. I mean, well, let's just go with when I'll do it. But anyways, yeah, that was really weird at the end. I will cut this into 2 videos just for the hell of it. But anyways, till next game, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.